it's a kibbutz, right? It's a small farm. And we lived together and established in 1946. So we just celebrate our birthday, 77th birthday. This was Friday night, the day before the 7th. And it was a great party over there, and like all the kibbutz, it's a lot of guests and it's a lot of people in the kibbutz at the same time. And we went to sleep really late, so we wake up at 6:30 in the morning because we hear all the rockets goes above us. So, and in my house, we were four. Me and my wife, Dana. We slept in a master bedroom on the second floor. And Carmel, she's 15 years old. And Adar, she is 13. And we wake up at 6:30 and we hear all the rockets above us, and all the neighbors, like we all go out from the house. We want to see it because Be'eri is like 2.5 miles from the Gaza border. It's really close. So you can see the rockets go above us, and you see all the smoke building, and so we ran out, and all the neighbors standing outside the house, and we talked to each other and say that okay, it's going to take time because there's a lot of rockets, but in a few minutes the army is supposed to come, and there is like 2 helicopters come, and like a few missiles into Gaza, and it's done, and we're back. That's how it goes usual. My oldest son is 22 years old, and he born for this situation. So we knew that's how it goes. But at the same time, it's not happening. No army, no helicopters, nothing. So when you start hearing the shooting, that the terrorists, they only shooting automatically. They never shot once. They do it like automatically, and we start hearing the shootings come to my neighborhood. There's a few neighborhoods over there, and in the WhatsApp group, you know what the best one? The mommy. So in the WhatsApp group, they told us, okay, there's a terrorist in this balcony, they took this house, they killed this person, they did whatever, and a big mess in a kibbutz. And around 7:30, we decided to get into the safe. So I told to my family, okay, we shield the house, we lock the door, and we go to the safe room. And my son, he's like a fighter. He told me, Dad, he ran to the kitchen and he brought a few arcus knife, and he told me, Dad, we're gonna fight with them. I told him, Carmel, listen, it sounds bad. We just need to survive. We're not gonna fight with nobody. So we got into the safe room, and we were four, and we just waited. You can't lock the safe room. So if you want to be safe, you need to hold the hand door. And me and Carmel holding the hand door really strong. And we shield the house, we locked, and we put a big bell on the door. It's a cowbell that we bought in Austria a few years ago. So we put the big bell on the door because we want to hear that somebody will get into our house. So, and around 8:30, we hear the bell ring. It means that the terrorists came to our house, and all this time, in the WhatsApp group, we hear all the neighbors burn, they kill them, they hear a lot of shots, it sounds disaster. It sounds really bad. And we are in the safe room, me and Carmel, we're holding the hand door, and the terrorist, he broke the window on the side, he shut the window, he broke it and get into the house, and he came to the safe room because he knew that all the people are alive, they are in the safe room. Who is outside is not alive. So we are there, and he tried to, there's a small fight on the hand door. Me and Camille holding the hand door from inside, and the terrorists holding the hand door from outside. and there's a small fight on the door, indoor. And we try to open and we close. We try to open and we close, like a 10 centimeter fight. So, you know, he told me, Iftach el-Bab, he told me that in Arabic, okay? Iftach el-Bab, it means open the door. And I told him to go away from me. And he told me again, open the door. And I even say the second go, he shot through the door. When he shot, I didn't hurt, but Carmel both hands also. And Carmel moved to the side, and he's bleeding a lot from his arm because he's standing like that and he's holding the handle. He shot here, and he's bleeding like a movie. It's like in a movie star. He's bleeding a lot, and I'm still holding the handle. And the tourist told me again, open the door, and told him to go away from his own children. Here goes to me. And now he knew exactly where I'm standing, and he shot right on the door, and the system door, where is the hand door. So because I was really close to the wall, so he shot. From that shot, what's happened to me, my right leg's nothing left there. The left one, something happened to her. You don't know exactly what. You know, like you feel like when you go to the gym, you feel like you're looking strong, your muscle, but it's pretty good. It's still working, so you can press on it, so it's all right. And I saw in my chest a little bit blood, but I saw that one bullet took my arm. So, but I'm all right. But in a few seconds, I collapsed. I fell into the safe room, and now the position. So now the position in the safe room that I'm on the floor, bleeding. Carmel sitting in the side, half on the floor and half on the sofa. There's a used sofa, like a Ikea sofa, like a long one. And he's sitting on the side, he's bleeding, and he curses a lot because he's. And my daughter, she's sitting on the side. She put a trolley, it's a suitcase trolley on her head, and she communicates with all and come quick for 6:14 because we shot and we're almost gonna die there. And my wife, she's all right, but she's on the floor. And then maybe the terrorists don't try anymore to open the safe. But maybe when he shot the system, he shot the hand door, there's a few bars, like you can lock the door, you can close the door, and maybe when he shot the door, he stuck the system. So he's not succeed to open the door. But he gave the mission to other people. He gave the mission, and he told the other people, burn them. And we got a heavy smoke into the thing. They brought everything. They brought the armor, they brought the clothes, they brought the chair, they brought the second tower, they brought everything. The house, they brought everything. And they burned it. So all the smoke get into the safe room. And you can breathe. You can breathe. The window in the safe room, there's one window, but there's one with a glass. And the second, it's like a metal one. So we opened the glass because we want the smoke to go out, and we tried to make any tourniquet to Carmel on his arm, but it's a different system here because it's not pushed like this. You need to press like that. It's a different thing, and maybe we save like 5% of the blood, not more than that. And Carmel in the side, and you can't breathe. You feel the straw a little bit, and. A little bit before it's happened, my daughter, my wife, and my son, they have to pee. And my daughter, she really likes to bathe. And all her stuff in the safe room. And I told him, okay, take a few towels, put in a babka pot, and pee on a towel because nobody hearing. So we got 3 pots of babkas with this towel and pee. So when you can breathe anymore, you take this towel, you took this towel, and with the blood, it's like an emulsia, and you put it on the face, you can breathe through it. It's easier, but it's not good for a long time because when you breathe, you can dry and everything, you can heat and dry, and you can't breathe anymore. And And the people who burn us, they continue all the time. When the fire is done, they continue to burn all the time. The door and all the smoke get into, from the bullets hole, from the rubber, it's melted, and all the smoke get in. There's a 2 hole above the door. It's also all the smoke get into the safe room, and it's you even can't see any millimeter in the safe room. And we got on the floor, and all the time they knocking on the door. They shut the door. They knocking on the window. They try to open the window, and like an animal. You feel like an animal in a cage. So that's my wife. She born in the north, near Nahariya and Gesher Aziv. It's a kibbutz. It's another kibbutz. And in War '92, she was also in the shelters, and she's really afraid. And she remember that. And she's really afraid in the safe room. And the terrorists tried to open the window in the back. So they put a small bomb on the window, and they explode the window. And like what's happened to the window, the window is 2 thick panels that you can close, and there is 2 pins you can lock them. So when they explode the window, one panel a little smashed and stuck, has not moved because the frame has changed and everything. Yeah? And one panel moved like 10 centimeters to the side. So first of all, it's good for us. We can breathe because all the smoke get from the door and get out from the window. So it's nice for us. You can see the safe room. So we're pretty good right now. But the worst things, we got 3 grenades inside. And the grenade fell into the sofa because the terrorists destroyed pretty strong. The safe room is like 3 meters. It's really close. It's a guest room. There is a sofa over there. There is an armoire. There's Adar stuff, and there is a few mattresses, and there is like 2 suitcases, and that's it. So the terrorists explode the window, and all the smoke go out. So first of all, it's good, but we got 3 grenades inside, and the grenade fell into the sofa. And inside the sofa, there's a drawer under. So the drawer, when you put the sheet and the towel, the grenade fell on the sofa. So the position right now, the situation right now in the safe room. So I'm on my left side. My wife, she's also on the left side. She's teaspoon with me on the floor. Adar sitting on the side with a trolley, and she put her legs on mom's head. And Carmel sitting on the side, half on the floor and landing on the sofa. So 2 grenades explode. And I wake up from that, look around, and we are pretty good. We're still alive. I think the first time it's good to be a heavy man because all the sharpness go down. So I got in my skin and my fat. It's pretty good. There's a lot of sharpness go up. So we were down, and Adar told me, she's 13. She told me that's not a real grenade. And I told her, you know what is the real one? You are 13. And she told me because I take right now take all the screws out from my legs because she put her legs a little bit up and she got all the screws and all the metal sharpness in your legs. And I told her, don't touch your leg because if you take the screws out, you also start bleeding. But she's 13, she took a few. She's also bleeding in the safe room. So now we were 3 bleeding in the safe room. My wife, she's all right, just still down. And Carmel is all right in the side. We tried to put an tourniquet on his arm. It's very difficult. We found any wire there, and we took my belt, and we tried to do it, but it's really difficult. And suddenly we hear 2 shots, only 2, and the terrorists, they only shot like an automatic. Only. We hear 2 shots, and my wife told me I can't breathe. And Adar tried to clean her a little bit, and she told Adar it's done. And she died. She's on the floor. And Adar, she called Mother because she took our cellular phone. She took my cellular phone, and she took her cellular phone, and she took Dana's cellular phone, and she communicated. She got the time, she got to communicate with all. And we called Mother, and we said someone shot my mom. And Mother told us, okay, take her clothes off, so to see where the bullets get in, and if there is any blood. And we didn't see any hole, and we didn't see any blood. And you know, the paramedic, he visited me in the hospital, and we left Donna with no clothes, to say. He met me in the hospital, and he told me, I want to say to you that we take the body really so serious. It's really kavod, really honor. And I asked him, can you tell me what did you sign about Donna body? He told me she got one bullet here in the side of the rib. And I told him, I even see it. He told me you can't see it. It's really small and it's close. And I told him I even see any blood go out. He told me because the blood will go out. She collapsed on herself. And she died, and she's not suffering. She's not suffering a long time. She died. And I told her, Daria, listen to me. Mommy, she's all right. She's not suffering. We just need to keep Carmela alive. She told me, look at yourself, your legs, your arms. I told her, Daria, I don't care about myself. Keep him alive. We just need to keep Carmela alive. That's it. And we tried, and around 4:30 afternoon, Carmel knew he would not go out. He knew that. And he told me that when you bury me, please do it with my circle. It was a circle. It was great, like a sailor. And I'd be arguing, you know, I'd be mad at him. I told him, Carmel, don't even say that. Because stay for a little more, and you don't know the army is supposed to come really soon, and wait for a little more. And a few minutes later, he got a short breath and he died. When he died half on the floor and landing on the sofa. So we took him, we put him knee down. Now there's two bodies on the floor, and I told her that listen to us. We just need to survive. Mom, she's all right. She's not suffering. She's great. Carmel is perfect. Not suffering. We just do it. And around, and I think it's the first time, you know, in the safe room, you can't feel any emotions. Nothing there. And I think it's the first time that the 13 years old girls should understand there is something hanging in the world. And she told me, Dad, don't leave me alone. And I told her, of course I'm going to leave you. I'm not going to leave you alone. And you know, and all this time we communicate with all the armies and the Navy and whatever, come quick to 614 and 2, because there's two died, and almost I'm gonna die, and you know, and we are around 7:30 in the evening. It's dark outside. It's no electricity. Nothing there. There's a lot of terrorists us, and Adar told me that the army is supposed to come really soon, and we're gonna hear big bombs, and then they come. And I thought, okay, because I'm not sure I'm going out from the safe room, and I'm going to stay there also. And and we hear big bombs, and there's a few shot in the house, inside the house, and also in the backyard. And I think that it's the first time that we hear the Hebrew next to our window. And Adari told me, Dad, that's not a real one. It's not a real Hebrew. So what do you mean? Because she doesn't trust nobody, because all the time in the WhatsApp group they told us even they speak you in Hebrew, don't trust them, because they took people to open the safe room and then they shot. So that's how it goes. It's like a system. So, and I told Adar, listen, bring them, because I don't care, because I'm not sure that I'm gonna stay alive, and I'm also gonna die there. So, and we saw the soldier. They were like 6 soldiers together, and they came to the window, and he took his weapon with his flashlight and looked inside the window, the safe room, and he told the other guys, there is a massacre here in the safe room. And I told him, listen, there's 2 people alive and 2 people died. Please take us immediately out from here. And he asked Adar, because he saw Adar on the side. I'm not dead. And he saw Adar, and he told him, he asked if she can help him to open the safe room, because it's very difficult to open. And Adar told him, I can't even touch the door, because all the time they continue burn us, so it's really hit. But I can help you with the window. And she climbed on the sofa, and she pushed on the button on the side, and they succeed to open a half of the window. And she jumped out to the grass there, and 2 soldiers get into the safe room to check the body, is something alive there, and they took me out. They left the body in the safe room, and they put me, first of all, they don't have any stretcher, right? So they took me on a surfboard. Our neighbors, and it's very difficult, because I'm a heavy man, right? To put 110 kilo on a surfboard, it's difficult, believe me. So all the time I feel like I'm gonna fall, and they put me on the floor later, and they took my pants off, and I got like 2 tourniquets on my legs, and Adar, she got 1 tourniquet on her leg, and they put him on a stretcher. They brought a stretcher, and we start moving to Soroka Hospital. First of all, we got with the regular one, with the white one, and then we separate. I'm going with the emergency one, and she got the regular one, and we go together. She got with a small soldier with her, and they go to the Soroka Hospital. So around 9 o'clock, we were in Soroka Hospital. We arrived to Soroka Hospital, and so first of all, there's a lot of mess over there this time, because all the children and all the people from the kibbutzim and for the party and for whatever, for the Nova, they came to the hospital. So they took me for the X-ray, and then immediately to a surgery to try to connect my right leg. And the doctor, they took a new vein, and they connect to the legs. So I wake up at 1 o'clock at night. I saw my brother with me, so I know that I'm all right now. I asked about Adar, and they told me that Adar, she is with my son. I have another 2 sons.